Our target is Mansa Musa. We need all of his gold. He's located in Timbuktu, 1324. We take the time machine, we go back, and we grab him. We'll take him back here and interrogate him later.
Mansa Musa. Come on.
Where's the gold at?
What are you talking about? I have no idea.
Wrong answer! Stop playing games. Just tell us where the gold is at and we'll let you go.
My friend, I do not know where the gold is at. I swear. I don't know what you are talking about.
Wrong answer again. Does Timbuktu ring any bells?
What is a Timbuktu? What are you talking about?
Boy, you really like to play games, don't you? Mali Empire, you're the king, gold. None of this rings any bells?
Why are you punching me? I don't know.
I can go all day.
Oh, please, no.
I must have hit him too hard. He probably has amnesia. Alright, I'm gonna give you some information, and hopefully it'll jog your memory.
Okay, I'm kind of curious. What is going on? Well, couldn't hurt as long as you don't punch me again, please. Anything like that.
It says here that you led the Mali Empire in West Africa.
Okay.
It says here that Timbuktu was a major trade city in your region that you annexed and then built mosques and schools in.
What is school? What?
Our sources indicate that you hid your gold at Timbuktu.
Seriously, I still don't know. Please help me.
Alright, in order to get your memory back, we have to go way back into the history of your empire. Timbuktu, where you probably hid the gold, started in 1100 CE when Tuareg nomads founded the land. It was a seasonal camp for them. Timbuktu was named for the old woman left to oversee the camp while the Tuareg roamed the Sahara. She was named Tombuktu or Buktu, but it changed into Timbuktu over time. Makes sense so far?
Okay, I'm following a little.
Alright, you come into the picture later. You were the richest man ever alive. Around 1324, you decided to make a pilgrimage to Mecca as your Islamic duties commanded you. At the time, most of North Africa, including your empire, was Islamic. On your way there, you disrupted economies with your massive wealth. On the way back, you annexed Timbuktu into the Mali Empire and increased its productivity and trade. You even built schools and mosques. Timbuktu was formed into a cultural center for Islam. You increased the intellectual activity and boosted the economy with your enormous wealth. You even built this mosque right here.
What is this mosque's name?
Jingwerebear.
What is so important about it? What did it do?
This is the great mosque that you built in order to praise the god. You use it for your daily prayer. The main reason we took you is we want to know if you hid the gold in Timbuktu, or maybe even in the great mosque.
Oh, I have no idea. Please, I still don't know where the gold is or what gold I had. I never knew I was the richest.
Well, conventional methods aren't working, so maybe we have to try something new.
What are you gonna do?
Let's see if your memory comes back after watching this.
What is this? Oh no, please, my ears, no.
Had enough?
No, yes, please. Oh God, those 2 seconds are horrible. Oh, please no.
So, Mansa Musa, are you willing to cooperate now?
Yes, I'll cooperate.
So we're gonna try and get your memory back, and then you're gonna tell us where the gold is.
Alright.
Timbuktu was a good center for trade because it was close to the Niger River and on the edge of the Saharan Desert. It was a major trade city along the Trans-Saharan trade route. Many people from different cultures came through the city, and gold and salt were traded in abundance. Do any of these look familiar?
Oh, gold. No, it might be, but I can't.
Did you trade your gold away? Is that where it went? Or did you hide it somewhere in Timbuktu?
I can't. It's not coming to me. But that is a great gold.
Legends tell of a mysterious golden city in your empire. If these legends are in fact about Timbuktu, I'll bet your gold is hidden there. It could also be in that great mosque of yours. Maybe you buried it under that?
No, it's not ringing any bell. I don't know.
Seriously? Nothing at all?
Sorry, I really don't know.
We'll pull out the Mansa Musa song again.
No, please. I might know something. If you keep going, I might get something. I don't know.
You are Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire. It wasn't even that significant in the history of things. I mean, Timbuktu's golden age actually reached its peak during the Songhai Empire, which succeeded yours after your death.
For the Songhai Empire!
1493 to 1591 was the heyday of Timbuktu. The Golden City. It was a major point of trade and commerce. The Songhai Empire extended that far. It was much larger than your empire. With Timbuktu as a focal point for Islamic scholarly activity and trade, the Songhai Empire managed to spread Islamic beliefs more far south than your empire did. They had many great libraries that recorded Islamic works. One such scholar in Timbuktu was Ahmed Baba. He was one of the most celebrated scholars of the time. He wrote many books, one of which described Islamic law. These rules are still followed today.
Hey, have you checked out my new copy of Islamic teachings from the inside point of view? It is excellent.
After the great days of the Songhai Empire, the city was soon absorbed into the Moroccan Empire.
For the Moroccans! No!
Their rule disrupted trade and caused Timbuktu's golden age to decline. Their rule wasn't nearly as effective as the Songhai. The trade route got disrupted. The memory and legends of your wealth and gold must have seemed a magnificent prospect to the citizens of Timbuktu in those years of decline. After the unsuccessful Moroccan rule, the Tuaregs took over the city for more than 200 years.
For the Tuaregs!
Timbuktu never did reach the same level of greatness as under the Songhai. However, it still remained an important trading hub and center for Islamic learning. Europeans attempted to travel to the city to admire the different culture and wealth, but they wouldn't be the first. Even Batuta was first there in 1353, but seeing no importance in the city, moved along with travels. Leo Africanus in 1526 wrote his account of Timbuktu as he was on a mission to survey North African geography. There were attempted explorations, some successful, some not so much. Rumors began to spread of your wealth after your pilgrimage, and almost 500 years later, after your death, the explorers finally came. One was unsuccessful, and this led to his death. Gordon Lang from Europe came to Timbuktu first in search for the rumored Golden City in 1825. He eventually made his way to Timbuktu, but was unimpressed, and soon after leaving, he was murdered. One explorer that was smarter than the rest was named René Caillier. He disguised himself to fit in with the Timbuktu society, and after a year of learning the language and culture, he returned back home. He was deeply disappointed in his travel, because he didn't see cities of gold, but rather cities of brick and mud and many poor people. The golden ages of Timbuktu had already passed.
Go. Well, this sucks.
Here is René, the explorer who went on those travels. Instead of seeing streets paved with gold and gold in abundance everywhere, he saw buildings like this and was very disappointed.
What kind of buildings? Like, what happened of Timbuktu?
They declined after the Golden Age in the Songhai Empire. Later, the French came and established their colonial rule. The city never reached the peak that it had reached during the Songhai Empire. Your hidden gold likely remains safe all these years, or we would have some record of its discovery. Does that ring any bells?
No, still, it's almost can't get there.
That brings us to today. The Republic of Mali, named after your empire, is the current country that rules Timbuktu. Here are the modern borders. We've tried to locate where you might have hidden your gold, and, like I've said before, Timbuktu is the most likely location. Timbuktu is still seen as an exotic symbol of wealth and a World Heritage Center, as it is the home to ancient scripts and records of operations around the world. It gives historians an ancient insight into how the world was during the Mali Empire. So, Mansa Musa, we've told you your entire story, the rise and fall of your empire, the rise and fall of the great city of Timbuktu. Do you still not know where you hid the gold?
Those fools fell for the oldest trick in the books.
Those fools thought I had amnesia. They didn't know where I hid the gold after all. I'm only 5 feet from Timbuktu. Literally.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say